And first, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu describes Lagos State as crucial to successful implementation of African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Independent National Electoral Commission warns election observers against violating Code of Conduct. On the foreign scene, Kenyan police bans protest in Nairobi. And in sport, Super Falcons to land in Bordeaux tonight ahead Olympic Games. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has described the state as crucial to the successful implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, AfTA. Sanwo-Olu stated this at the inaugural shipment under the Guided Trade Initiative of AfTA framework and ribbon-cutting ceremony held at Apapa, Lagos. The governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Medibem, opined that Lagos' economic status and the historical connection of AfTA to the Lagos Plan of Action adopted by the African heads of state in 1980 already positioned the state as a great player in the Continental Agreement. Sanwo-Olu also remarked that AfTA holds great potential and will bring tremendous opportunities to the economy as it will foster intra-African trade and economic integration, streamline customs procedures, eliminate barriers that hinder the smooth flow of goods and services across borders, increase market access, expand trade opportunities, and enhance competitiveness. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has approved the appointment of 6 eminent persons to serve in the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission LASIC. The appointees are retired Justice Bola Okikiolu Igile as chairman, Mr. Samson Ajibade, Mr. Oluwo Akim Durojaye, Dr. Metilelu Olumide Olushala, Mr. Aileru Abib Dapo, and Mr. Oladile Adekoye. Details of the swearing-in ceremony will be announced in due course. Lagos State Physical Planning and Urban Development has announced the extension of Amnesty Planning Permit Program by 3 months. Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development Oluyinka Olumide stated this during our morning program, Your Side Mirror. Olumide said the aim of the Amnesty Planning Permit is to get approval and recognition in case of road expansions for easy identification, while noting that everyone can benefit from the 5% discount that is made available by the state government. He reiterated that the 3-month extension of the Amnesty program starting from 1st of August till 30th of October 2024 will provide relief in the form of a waiver on penalties that usually go with condoning a building without approval.
And that as a citizen, you also have the right to petition. If you see any development going on near your place, you have a feeling that is likely to affect you or you are there, you can whistleblow to write or come to the ministry and we will verify and confirm to you that yes, it's approved and they are doing the right thing.
Olumide also enjoined owners of all existing buildings without planning permits in the state to take advantage of the amnesty initiative of the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to regularize their buildings to comply with extant physical planning laws. He noted that after the 3 months extension, the state government will go tougher on buildings without planning permits. Now to the rest of the stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has warned election observer groups that their accreditation for the Edo and Ondo gubernatorial polls could be revoked anytime if found violating its code of conduct. The classification of the accredited groups showed that 28 are gender-based, 3 represent persons with disability, 8 are faith-based, 10 international, and over 100 others working in areas relevant to the functions of the Commission. Speaking at a training session for election observers in Abuja, National Commissioner and Chairman of the Election and Party Monitoring Committee, Sam Ulumekun, said for the groups to retain their accreditations, they must adhere to the rules. Olumeko urged the groups to pay attention to monitoring the integrity of the elections. The Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FERMA, has expressed its dedication to the systematic recovery of failed sections of federal roads in Rivers State. The engineer in charge of FERMA's Rivers State Field Office, Adoga Asike, stated this during the inspection of the ongoing road maintenance projects of the new airport link road in Obiapo and Ikore local government areas of the state. Asike said the major focus of the systematic recovery of the roads by patching the potholes and restating failed sections. He said the agency aims to sustain the project, which started last year, to ensure that the road is always in good condition, while cautioning motorists to shun bad driving habits and adhere to safety rules to avoid accident. Now to foreign news. Kenyan police have banned protests in the center of the capital, Nairobi, and surrounding areas until further notice, citing their leaderless nature that has made it difficult to enforce safety. It comes after a month of anti-government protests in which scores of people have been killed. Meanwhile, more protests have been planned for today. Nairobi city center has been the heart of the youth-led protests, which have also taken place across the country. The protests began against unpopular tax rises, but after they were withdrawn, have broadened out, including demands for President William Ruto to resign. The ban has sparked outrage online, with some arguing that the police do not have such powers, as Kenyan law gives citizens the right to hold demonstrations. Now, sports players and officials of the Super Falcons of Nigeria are scheduled to arrive at the French city of Bordeaux as the countdown begins for their first outing at the Women's Olympic football tournament in 16 years. The 9-time African champions, who must negotiate an interesting group that also includes Brazil, Spain and Japan, will depart Spain and arrive in Bordeaux. The delegation of 18 players, 4 alternate players and officials is scheduled to arrive at the team's hotel minutes before midnight. Meanwhile, the Super Falcons fell to a 1-0 defeat against Canada in the pre-Olympics friendly at the La Quinta Football Center, Malaga, on Wednesday night. That is the news at noon. Just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch your news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has described the state as crucial to the successful implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, AfTA. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has warned election observer groups that their accreditation for the Edo and Ondo gubernatorial polls could be revoked anytime if found violating its code of conduct. We also told you that Kenyan police have banned protests in the center of the capital, Nairobi, and surrounding areas until further notice, citing their leaderless nature that has made it difficult to enforce safety. And in sports, players and officials of the Super Falcons of Nigeria are scheduled to arrive in the French city of Bordeaux as the countdown begins for their first outing at the Women's Olympic football tournament in 16 years. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.